Once again, it is 90 degrees and super sunny, and it is June. But yeah, we are looking for Halloween, and we kind of found some. Like last time, I'm not going to clickbait you, I'm going to get right to the point. Did I find any Halloween? Yes. One item in each store. I went to 4 different stores, and they're teasing me. They are teasing me. So, I did go over a couple things worth mentioning, but it's not full-blown Halloween. There are a couple of teasers. What are they doing to me? So, here's what we found. First up is Home Goods. As you can see, they're still kind of on the spring side with their garden statuary. I love the lions. I've always wanted a set of lions on either side of my driveway. Unfortunately, I don't have room. I love the figural statues that you put the plants in the heads. I love the look. It looks very gothy. This mermaid, normally I don't point out mermaids. I'm not fond of her face, but look at the detail with the side of the fin. I don't know, she caught my eye because of that detail. So I felt like she was worth pointing out. I do love the patina on her as well. She looks somewhat aged. She looks classy. She looks expensive to me. I'm always fond of fun expressions. This guy looks terrified, mortified. It looks like he just farted and didn't want anyone to hear him. A mermaid scale or dragon scale pot. I love that texture. I always have. This I can't tell if it's a cat or a ferret. With the long neck, it kind of looks like a ferret, but I feel like it's supposed to be a cat. But I'm getting ferret off of it. These were in the clearance section, and they are solar spotlights, and they look like flowers. Very pretty. This gorgeous beauty was also in the clearance section. It was only $10 off, so I'm not sure if that was really worth it, but she's beautiful, and I love her, and she's got like some scrolled paper there, and looks like a feather pen. So I really was kind of fascinated by her. The hole in her head is kind of small, but I guess if you have a drapey plant, you really don't need that big of a spot to put it. Some more statuary, but look at this. Do you see this? Is this after like an actual work of art that I'm unaware of? Because that's just Thing hanging out, baby Thing, before he met the Addams family. He's just hanging out there. These octopi are cute because they have actual marbles in their eyes to give them a little more dimension. They came in gold and silver, and they were 2 sizes. I don't know why these piggy conga line it's a little creepy to me for some reason. Papa Deer. And this snake tray. I'm not one for this type of snakeskin pattern, but it's got these snake handles, and I'm all there for that. I would probably end up painting the rest of the tray. I couldn't really get a good shot of the face for the snake. I tried, but I didn't want to knock anything over. It's actually really decently sculpted. Still not better than the snake trays from Target. Some moon phase macrame. There were a couple different moons, but this was the best one. I'm always for gaudy picture frames. These are small, they're gold, they have Baroque scrolls. I'm living it. Again, little thing there on the guy's shoulder, but this time they're joined by a king of the lions there, and I like the whole set. I really should get baby hand just because. This light, I didn't get to see it plugged in, and I almost didn't see it. It's very plain, but it's an eye, and I want to see it plugged in. I should have taken it over to the lamp section and plugged it in to see what it looked like. I'm curious. And they still have the glow-in-the-dark stick. If you will recall from my last video, I bought this stick regardless of the fact that I do not have a dog, because it's a glow-in-the-dark stick. How could I not? Dog mat with bones on it. It's black, it's got bones, it's got a place for your dog's bowls. What more can I say? They also had these super glam placemats for your pet bowls. They have it in silver and pink, and they are very glittery and glitzy. Not really my style, and I'm sure they'll be hard to clean, but there you have it. A pet gate. I only pointed this one out because it's gray, and I feel like if I paint like a skull and wings at the top, it would look like a tombstone. Bone handle on a pet storage bucket. Always check the pet section. I mean, I know it's pet stuff, but a lot of it can be repurposed, and bones are a big decorative feature on them. You know, just things and stuff. Stuff and things. Strange things. Stranger things. And then we had two different jewelry boxes. One was round with a flat back, and this was a 2-level with ring holder and spaces on the sides. And it was a pain in the butt to try to open with one hand, but it also had storage underneath, so you had another level to keep things in. And it is black and white striped. I do believe it is actually black and not dark blue. The material is not the best. It's kind of that cheapy, what am I thinking, like tent material, I guess you would call it. But you know, it's black and white stripe, and it's storage, so I don't know, it might be worth it. They also had a flatter one that only had one level of storage, but it still had the ring holders and the space on the side for your jewelry. And here we found it, the first hint of the season. I'm not going to dwell on it because it's not amazing, but it was a hint. These 3-foot bottles, I just want to put signs on that say drink me and do an Alice in Wonderland thing. This pig looks like he has had it. He is done with your crap. Someone please give me this exact pig, but with bat wings. His attitude, I love it. This might be cute for anyone who is doing like a circus theme for Halloween, just a game for kids to play. Now we're going over to At Home. They had a black potted plant. It's not top quality, and for the $49 price tag, They had these tree stump, I don't know what you would call it, stool, plant stand. I love these dogs just like the lions. I would have them at either side of my driveway or at my stairs maybe. They are a bit pricey. So most of the stuff was your spring garden stuff, and I'm just walking down the aisle, as you do, not expecting much. And then I came to it. Our second sign of the season. Who needs Halloween? I'm a witch all year. Shook! I was hoping there was something else somewhere in the other aisles, but who needs Halloween? I don't care if I'm a witch all year round. I need Halloween. Get me more. You're teasing me. It was the one thing. These chalkboards, again, I would paint them gray and put the skull and wings at the top to make them into a tombstone. This sheep, I just want to paint black and just have it there to point at and say that's my black sheep. But the face is so detailed. Look, he also is done with my crap. He is totally done with me. He wants nothing to do. Nothing. They had these last year. Dragons on a little well. They're cute. You have some praying angels. Those could be used for a cemetery scene if you're getting into the Halloween spirit. If you need a giant gold T-Rex head, here it is. This is it. Here you go. They actually have some black and white stripe cornholes, a water slide, you know, the slip and slide for the backyard, and ping pong paddles. I think they had an umbrella too, but it wasn't really worth showing. It was thinner stripes. But look at this. It's, love it. Chubby owls, how can you pass it up? I'm a sucker for chubby things, except when it comes to myself. Uh, this crossbow that shoots suction cup darts, I saw it and immediately knew my husband needed it, so I did actually get that for him. Owl contact lens case at the counter. One last thing to grab me. Here we are at Big Lots. Again, one thing. A doggy shirt. And what the panini-shaped crater is this? How do you have that in your parking lot? And now we're at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if this is new. I've never heard of it. And I was fascinated and I wanted to buy it, but it was the only one on the shelf. And I'm kind of afraid it's left over from last year. I was looking at their candy because I was thinking maybe I should get that for the kids instead of buying a whole bunch of little candy. Because I spend like 80 bucks every year on candy anyway. So why not just buy like a bunch of small boxes? But now they're up to $1.25. So I did actually buy the lady planter, and it's just there temporarily. I'll put her out in the garden. So yes, I did get her, and she is large. So to give you a little more perspective, I know seeing her on a shelf in a store isn't exactly... So she is actually just about life size. My big head is not really a decent comparison for what a real head should look like, but, and look, she also has no chin, just like me. If she's beautiful, maybe I'm beautiful. Anyway, I have no place for her yet. She's probably going to go in my garden when I eventually get a garden together. But the hole in the top of her head is not very large, so I don't know if I'm going to fill it in and make her faux hair or if I'm actually going to put a plant in there. And I probably will be touching up her paint because she does have a couple of chips, but she's still gorgeous. I also did get the hammer axe little crossbow for my husband for Christmas. Yes, it's only June, but I'll probably stick it in the closet and forget I ever got it, and it will be lost to all eternity. But I haven't opened it yet. It says includes 4 rubber tip darts, which I really wish they included more because you know they're going to get lost. The cat is going to abscond with them. You know, things happen. But he's into history and he likes kind of like medieval warfare and stuff and such. I started saying stuff and then I started saying such, and yeah, that's what you got. It says, this is the crossbow archery set, a classic wooden crossbow that comes with a steel target and 4 rubber tip darts for marksmanship indoors or out. So let's see if the crossbow is actually wood and if the thing is actually steel, as they say, because it feels very light, and I know it's not huge. I mean, the box is not that big, but I still have my reservations. I paid 20 bucks for this thing, and I really didn't want to have to spend 20 bucks, but it's a gift for my husband, so okay, wow. I think the target by itself feels heavier than the whole box felt with everything in it. I don't like the color scheme, but I guess it kind of goes with the furniture, but it is actually, it is hefty. It is metal. It is hefty. I'm surprised. All right. Are you kidding me? There's no crossbow. There's no darts. And now I have to go all the way back there and try to convince them that I'm not trying to gyp them. I don't believe it. Well, that's that. Hopefully I can go back and return this, and maybe I'll get a replacement because there was only one other on the shelf. I really should have opened it in the parking lot. This is what you get. Anyway, I'll either follow this up or not. We'll see. Thanks again for watching. This is Death Loves Potluck, and spooky season is almost upon us. Well, if I'm honest, it's already upon us in my brain because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for my yard decor this year, and I think the biggest problem is trying to figure out what to do for daytime. At nighttime, the lights make it look awesome. During the day, it's very lackluster. And a lot of the younger kids start trick-or-treating early, and I really want to make a good impression during the day, too. Anyway, this was almost a win. That's my luck. So now I am exhausted and I am covered in sweat, and my choker was choking me and I had to get rid of it because it is too darn hot out today, as usual. But I went back and I exchanged it. They had one left on the shelf and I got it. And let me tell you, I'm impressed. It is actually wood. Real solid wood. And this is actually metal, and this is a thick, heavy string. And like I said before, since it was the only thing in the box, the target is actually metal. A nice, heavy metal. And as you will see when I play with it, it makes a very satisfying ding when you hit the target with the little suction cup darts. And yeah, it was frustrating, and I wasted a lot of gas, and it probably cost me $20 just to go there and back just to exchange this, and it cost me my mental sanity because even though I'm not trying to steal, I'm not trying to bamboozle, I just know the workers probably think it, even though they gave me absolutely no issues returning it. They were very nice, but of course the girl had to call another guy over and say, "Would you look at this? The only thing in the box is the target. The crossbow is missing." I'm like, are you like secretly on the down low telling him, "Would you look at this idiot stealing from us, but there's nothing we can do, so we're going to accept the trade"? I know I shouldn't care. I know that I shouldn't care, but I do care, and it will haunt me for the rest of my life. But it was worth the $20 and the immense joy I am certain I will see on my husband's face, because he is going to absolutely love this until he loses all 4 darts. Or the cat eats them, or if we get a dog, the dog eats them, or the ghosts steal them and misplace them as they do. So as you will see when I play with this in a minute, yeah, the darts actually stick to the target, and they make a very satisfying ding. If I didn't already say that before, it was very satisfying. All right, let's see if it works. I'm going to be very bad at this, I can tell. Oh. All right, so we pull that back and hook it, and you put the dart fin down this line, and come on, and press until it clicks. Okay, try again. Still no. Hey, I got it! And it actually sticks. It actually sticks. I did not think it was actually going to stick. All right. And that metal ding is very satisfying. Once again, hopefully in the next video, we will see the spoopy stuff. Hopefully Halloween is right around the corner because we saw some hints today. Some hints. It is June 18th, I believe, and we're almost into July, and I think At Home has teased about a July launch for their Halloween stuff. Home Depot has already relaunched the 12-foot skeleton and the Inferno pumpkin. Fingers crossed this is going to be a good year. Again, thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you will join me for the next video, because I'm hoping we find some really good stuff.